be settled. This occasional agreement, however, should not keep us from observing the larger and broader unity that early Christians shared regarding the core of the New Testament books. So the moratorium fragment is basically saying very early on that out of the 27 books, 22 were firmly established and accepted. There was a few of the New Testament books that people were still discussing. But what that tells you is very early on there was a belief of the general core of the New Testament as accepted. The next fact is early Christians often used non-canonical writings, but what's often not stated by scholars, which needs to be told, is that there is definitely it's often used by modern scholars and people who are arguing against the New Testament that, look, the early church fathers quoted apocryphal books, so therefore they were not as clear about what the New Testament was. But J.A. Brooks, for instance, has observed that Clement cites the canonical books about 16 times more often than the apocryphal and patristic writings. When it comes to Gospels, the evidence is even better. Clement cites apocryphal Gospels only 16 times, where he cites just the Gospel of Matthew 757 times. In sum, Christians need to memorize the simple fact about the New Testament canon, says Kruger. Early Christians used many other books beside those that made it into our Bible, but this should not surprise us. The next fact, number 8, the next fact is the Council of Nicaea did not decide the canon. The follow-up question is usually which council did decide the canon, and this is a misunderstanding. No council decided the canon. The canon of Scripture, the New Testament, was generally something that was thrashed out over a long period of time, but there was a general acceptance of most of the books because the church was using these books, so there we are. Number 9. Fact number 9, Christians did disagree about the canonicity of some books. When it comes to the basic facts that all Christians should know about the canon, it's important, says Kruger, that we recognize that the